Yes, this is Pastor Brown coming to you from St. Mark. I'm in the office. Brother Collins is here with me recording, and simply want to provide the Wednesday update that I promised. Again, each Wednesday at 12 noon, we will be providing an update as it relates to the coronavirus and how it is impacting us as a society and our church family. I want to remind you that indeed this too shall pass. This is not the first time our country, our nation, our people have been impacted by something that has changed our lives, but nothing lasts forever. And so we're encouraged that this too indeed shall pass. We're still being impacted. In the United States at present, we've had 186,000 people infected. We've had at this point 3,815 people who have passed as a result of this virus. I do want to remind you that these numbers are still consistent with what the United States is impacted with each year with the flu. This is not to minimize what's going on, but to remind us that this is not something new that is impacting us as a people and as a nation. We're also told that although this will pass in terms of the coronavirus, it is possible that it will become a seasonal issue that we'll have to deal with as a nation. So we don't have a vaccine. One is not anticipated for another year to a year and a half. So we want to maintain those things that we're using to protect us now and in the future. Want to also speak to the fact that when someone coughs, the germs can move some 20 feet. So 6 feet is a distance we want to stay away from people. But if someone is coughing, you want to keep an even greater distance. If they sneeze, it's even further in terms of transmission. So again, 6 feet distance is what we want to maintain in general. But if someone coughs or is sneezing, you want to keep an even further distance. Also want to remind you that the virus can stay in the air when someone coughs or sneezes for up to 2 to 4 hours. And so it's important to recognize that reality as well. The virus can maintain on cardboard for at least 1 day, for 24 hours on cardboard. So if you're picking up things at the store, be sure to sanitize. Try to stay away from touching metal. We understand that the virus can stay on metal for up to 2 weeks. And so someone who is infected can touch a railing, a doorknob, and if it's metal, it can stay there for 2 weeks. So hand sanitizing, washing your hands is extremely important. And when you're outside, you want to avoid touching your face at all. And as soon as you get home, no matter where you've been, immediately wash your hands, sanitize. You want to make sure that you are safe from these things. We're asking that if you go outside, again, maintain distances. They're asking that you not go to the park and touch the metal things there. If parks are still open, you can still go for walks, but again, you want to maintain those distances. Solano County has just issued another stay-at-home, and they have extended it until April, not August, to April 30th. And so that's going to impact our worship services over the next 4 weeks. We will not be having regular worship services here. That's going to impact Good Friday. It's going to impact Easter, and all of those things are going to be impacted. But the reality is we can worship God at home, and we're going to worship Him through live streaming. We're going to continue doing our prayer over the phone, and we're using conference calling for our prayer. That's happening every Tuesday at 12 noon. We actually had a larger group this past Tuesday than we've ever had even at the church. And so God is even using this. We're going to continue doing our Bible study on Thursday nights. That's going to happen, conference call this Thursday at 7 p.m. And also we're hoping that we'll be able to do Wednesday night Bible study as well via conference call. So look forward to that. So that's also something that's coming online. Contact Deacon Barnes, contact Sister Belton. They would have the information you would need in order to participate in Wednesday night. In order to participate in Thursday night, contact your servant or others who are part of that. They are aware of how we are doing that. Again, we want to remind you that the 2020 census is important. Even though we're dealing with this virus, we want you to remember the 2020 census is important, and we need you to participate in the 2020 census. You can do that online at any time. So please, if you haven't done that, please do it. Go online and complete the 2020 census. Also want to remind you that unemployment is available, and we need you to sign up as soon as possible for unemployment. Over 3 million people in California have signed up already, and so we need you to sign up as well. The government has extended another $600 a week, adding it to the regular unemployment to help us through this time of crisis. And for those of you who are self-employed, even though you haven't been paying into unemployment, you too can sign up for unemployment and get unemployment. So get your information together, sign up for unemployment. That is going to be extremely helpful as well. Well, also want to share with you, don't hoard. Please, when you go to the store, just get enough stuff for you and your family. We don't want to cause other people not to have the basic essentials. And so please, when you go to the store, just get enough for you and your family. Also, we need you to reach out to those elderly people who you know aren't able to get around. Call them on the phone, talk to them. It's time of isolation sometimes is really difficult. And so for those people you know don't have family members, they're at home alone, give them a call, talk to them, encourage them, remind them that they too are not alone. And also, if they have a need, and you're young, you're vital, you're strong, you may be able to go out and get some of the things they need and bring it to them, so that those elderly people who are most vulnerable, people who have pre-existing conditions, can stay indoors, and you can be that lifeline to help them during, again, this time. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that God can use anything to bless us. And even this time of crisis, even this pandemic, can be something that can challenge us to get closer to our own family members. If you haven't played a game with your children, please do so. If you haven't spent that time with them, this is a wonderful time to sit down with the family, to talk, to share, to enjoy a movie together, to play a game together, charades, Monopoly, whatever games you enjoy, checkers, chess, whatever it is, spend time with the family. And you know what? You can also exercise at home. Get up out that chair, stretch a little bit. There's several websites now on YouTube that are doing fantastic things in terms of encouraging us to move even in our homes. So again, I thank God for you. Continue to stay tuned. This Sunday at 10 o'clock, we will be having our regular worship service. So we want to encourage you to tune in to St. Mark and enjoy worship with us, even from your place of residence. And so know that we love you, know that we're praying for you, and we're asking that you also will pray for us. God bless you and God keep you is my prayer.